going to go ahead and move forward on our agenda to our city manager's comments, and that's item G, an update on city operations. Mr. Olson?
Thank you, Mayor. I have 4 items to talk about briefly this morning. We had previously announced, I think, a glass recycling event, which we held recently. We collected 10 tons of glass on that event, which is pretty significant. And just want to reinforce our recycling program, and it's working well, and it's doing us all a great service in the community. We also held a Adopt a Beach event last weekend, and we had 51 volunteers who picked up 775 pounds of trash along the beach, most of which, you would be interested to know, was bottle caps and cigarette butts and food wrappers. So, you know, we'd be better off if we put those in the garbage can and didn't need 51 volunteers to pick them up. The third thing I wanted to mention is in our fire department, the chief has named Firefighter of the Year, and he's named two people to receive awards. I'd like them to stand and be recognized. Firefighter 1, paramedic Arturo Casares, is with us. He was named Firefighter of the Year. And we also have Brian Rogers, who's a Firefighter 2 inspector, who was a Fire Prevention Officer of the Year. If we could give them a hand for their great service. Thank you, gentlemen. Thank you. And then the fourth thing I wanted to mention, Rudy Betancourt, who you've all met over the past number of months, has been in front of us making various presentations, most recently on the housing issues. Rudy Betancourt has recently been promoted to Director of Housing and Community Development. Rudy has been with us for 13 years. He attended A&M Corpus Christi, where he earned his master's degree in public administration. So I want to congratulate Rudy on his promotion as well.
Thank you, Rudy. So proud of you, Rudy. And just for the public's benefit, thank you, Mrs. Rubio. If I can ask Fire Chief Rocha to bring your 2 award recipients up front, and if they can just say a couple of words, and that would be wonderful. Thank you. Thank you, Lucy. Do we have we may need a microphone. There we go. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mayor. Every year, as Fire Chief, I'm given the honor to name individuals on the fire department that have done outstanding work, and both Brian Rogers and Art Castris represent the best of Corpus Christi in terms of their dedication to service, their dedication to our community. So thank you for the opportunity to let them come forward and be recognized, and of course to get a handshake from those council members that weren't able to attend. We did have some council members there yesterday, but this gives us an opportunity to say publicly, thank you for the work that you're doing for our city and our fire department. Now, Art, do you remember your speech yesterday? Okay.
Mr. Cáceres.
Thank you, Mayor. As I said yesterday at the ceremony, it's very humbling with over 400 employees to be singled out amongst them, because this is definitely not a job that one person does. We're part of a team, and you definitely have to rely on the man next to you, probably more than any other profession aside from our police officers. Putting your life in somebody's hand and asking them to do the same, it's a lot of responsibility. So I thank the chief and my captain who nominated me for this, and the committee that chose me for this. Thank you, Chief.
And then Andy Cardiel, Fire Marshal, named Brian Rogers as our Fire Prevention Officer of the Year.
Mr. Rogers.
I'd like to thank you, Chief, for the confidence that you've shown in my work ethic. Of course, we're as a team also, and it's our goal to continue to help educate the public and actually partner with those in the business community to help them understand a little better, maybe by our expertise that we've been trained to protect themselves against the ravages of fire by engineering and different practices in the workplace so that they're more successful, so they don't have to put up with another lousy fire. And we also appreciate the fact that you're allowing us to go to the schools and help with public education in the home with smoke detection. We know the smoke detectors are our first line protection against an unwanted fire, and so we appreciate being able to assist the public in this way. And thank you very much for helping us do that, Chief.